mob Bufu attacks. Not gonna use Loki to hit every one of these 5 times. Although, perhaps I'll switch to Ose and use Gale Slash.
I need your help!
Damn you!
4 enemies left! I won't miss! Yukari-chan defeated an enemy! Won't go down! 2 more enemies!
In the ongoing epic saga that is my PS3 repair, supposedly it's going through the last round of quality testing tomorrow. They tested it last week, and Endless Electronics does PS3 repairs. They do what are known as refloats and reballs. And basically, a refloat is when they heat up the motherboard so that the processor chips can return to their original position, because what happens is when the PS3 heats up, if it's moved around and it heats up enough, you can actually kind of shift those chips a little bit on the motherboard, which can cause the yellow out of death. And they also have the reball, which is where they strip the solder off of the motherboard and redo it with a more quality solder. So the solder used by Sony is actually a new ROHS or RHOS or whichever it is compliant solder that has no lead in it, but that also means that it's weaker and will break quicker at lower temperatures, as opposed to the non-lead free stuff, which doesn't break as easily or at all. But they redo all the soldering and replace it with leaded solder, which will last longer. Crap, I don't know what it said. Oh wait, was it producing an item? I wasn't even paying attention, I just said no by default. Oh well, the next level it gets, it'll produce it, I think. Crap. Well, no, I don't think we're ready for that yet. God, there's another one.
There are 2 enemies. Hasta la vista! That's the way! One more! It won't go down! Good choice! The enemy is down! Here's our chance for an all-out attack! Let me at him!
Yeah, I'm supposed to get an email from them either tomorrow evening or Wednesday. Or technically it'd be this evening since it's after 12. Or on Wednesday after they've tested it to find out the final verdict. Personally, I don't really know what to think, because I've been using that thing for the past 5.5 years, pretty much 24/7, so.
My skills
and it failed, like, literally failed without any warning whatsoever. I'm gonna go ahead and play devil's advocate a bit here and try this again.
There are 3 of them! Strike first!
The last time that let me win against these guys was using an attack mirror.
Take this!
Since they use physical attacks to rebound on them and cause some damage.
I won't lose.
But,
It's still alive.
yeah, and I was able to get to work for about a total hour and a half more after that. After it first time it failed, but then it failed completely when I wasn't able to get to start up again. I hate this, because even though... Or no, wait, Pierce, never mind. I can't do it, but even if I didn't have a Pierce attack, even though that they can be knocked down, or if they reflected or couldn't be affected by Pierce, even though they're paralyzed, I couldn't do anything with it, because...
they
would not be affected by the attack.
Hasta la vista.
Actually doing a bit more damage to him than I thought it would. Koromaru, of course.
Couldn't finish it off.
Knocks him back up. That sucks though now. Because now it's gonna hit everybody else. Oh, don't use arrow rain. Good. Pretty sure if we used arrow rain, I would have been screwed. Big time. Screwed immensely. So I would have been dead. Cool. Can actually take these guys on. Granted, that's with the arrow rain, but it's better than last time. Or not with arrow rain, but with the attack mirror. 7? Sweet, I think it's that one. Sweet. 7 wand. 2207, and I leveled up. One more level and I can get Anubis. Do I have fluorescent? No, it's OC, okay. Maybe switch over to fluorescent. I think it was fluorescent, maybe it was... Oh, that sucks. So if you don't let it produce the item, then it loses that the ability to produce the item entirely, huh? Well, never mind then. That kind of sucks. I did not realize it. Oh well. How important of an item could it have been? Usually those items are just kind of little nods to whatever persona it is that generates them, not anything really substantial. Like if you produced a weapon that was pretty strong, that'd be a different story, but I'm pretty sure that wasn't the case. Almost all the Persona produced weapons I've seen so far have all been accessories. They just add like a small little effect. Like,
only one enemy. You surprised it.
like the ability to absorb certain elements or reflect them. Or something similar.
Persona! That's it! The enemy is down!
I've been waiting for this. Okay, now!
I won't lose! I couldn't defeat it! Dazed enemies. This is our chance. Hasta la vista.
Okay.
2 enemies left.
And I couldn't finish it off.
I won't lose. This thing won't give up. 1 enemy to go.
Probably gonna need to take my video card out from my computer here in a while, and a month or 2, and clean it out again. Been playing a lot more higher graphics games during some of my downtime, and been noticing that my video card's having a hard time keeping cool. Usually gets up to around 78 to 82 C on some games like Mafia 2 and Divinity 2. When it really shouldn't be getting that hot. Especially since I replaced the thermal paste on the GPUs on the boards with Arctic Silver, which is a high quality thermal paste, which has done a really good job in my experience with it. Let's see.
That's it. The enemy is down.
I've been waiting for this. Okay, now.
No shadows detected. The battle's over.
So I've been doing a lot more work on some of our projects. As before, past couple updates on all fronts, I've been kind of sluggish on progress, but I'm starting to get back into the mindset of doing a crap ton of work. And most recently, you can notice that on the Final Fantasy fan site, specifically the Final Fantasy 7 section of it. So I've been doing a lot of work on that the past 3 days.
Strike first.
Added probably 3% of the 3% more of the total monsters in Final Fantasy 7 into the best story over the past 3 days. Something around 68 or 70 enemies added, which is, I think, more than the past 3 or 4 updates combined. Also been doing some extra work on Combine Insurrection during this this month, as I mentioned on the commentary from last week. We need Pierce. Just attack that. Well, damn. Either way, Yukari will hit the other one.
You're pretty good too, Takeba.
Yukari-chan defeated an enemy. Won't go down. One enemy left. Just one more.
I couldn't finish it off.
I won't lose.
It's done that once before. It's really annoying because Yukari will just heal them all.
My skills have improved.
Finally, some substantial yen.
Only one enemy. You've surprised us.
Another one of these. Loki. I think Loki is the god of fire in Norse myth. I think. Don't quote me on that though. I do know he's a trickster. And that he was banished by Odin for aiding in one of the other gods' demise. I forget the particulars at the moment though.
Good choice. The enemy is down. Here's our chance for an all-out attack.
I find this game interesting in the fact that it employs so much mythology from all these different
This thing won't give up.
religious mythologies. Yeah, basically I think almost pretty much every religion is represented in this game through the persona. You got the Wiccans or Druids, Christianity, Buddhism,